Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Tip Tuesday with Doug and Jack Stan. Today we're going to talk about the safety importance of running an aftermarket race steering column on your race car.
Back.
Jack Stan, approximately how many cars have you built sketchily for drag racing?
Solid 3 of them.
A solid 3 of them.
Yeah, I went real fast with a stock steering wheel with the key and all this stuff and a tilt on it. Don't recommend it.
So a lot of people, you know, it's really easy to grab this 3rd gen or Wally or not so much the Ute next to us, but out of the junkyard and start building it. You can put a big engine in it, all that stuff. You end up wiring it off of a switch panel and everything, right?
Oh yeah.
And before you know it, you have an 8-second car that has a stock steering column in it, which doesn't seem so bad, except for with a stock steering column, the vibration, just the forgetfulness. It's very easy to have the key fall out and the steering wheel lock up when you're going down the road.
Then you can't turn.
I think it happened to our buddies at Texas Speed. It's happened to a couple other friends, and it can obviously be a serious problem. Have you ever had a key fall out of a steering column going down the track?
No.
Not yet.
But I can say these old junk stock wheels, I've crashed because of them. You know, you got to get those aftermarket steering wheels.
Those racers. ShoeBuddy.com.
So along with the ability of the key to fall out, you also have a lot of components inside that can fail from vibration, from being worn out.
Tilt wheels are the worst too. There's a lot of moving pieces to make that thing tilt.
Yep.
Those things can break all the time. Then you get a floppy wheel that does this going down the track.
Yeah, it's not good.
Not recommended.
And then from the end of the steering column out to the rack or your steering box, a lot of vehicles have a rag joint from the factory, and turbo headers and headers of any kind can really dry those out, and then you break, and obviously that's a bad situation as well. So it just goes to show you that not only are you dropping a lot of weight with a race steering column, but it makes things quite a bit safer.
Way simpler too. Just look at that compared to that.
Simpler and safer on the track.
Way safer.
And then when you're out racing, you don't have to worry about losing your keys, because if you're on race week and you lose your keys, you're in bad shape.
You start turning out of the staging lanes into the burnout box, and your trans brake buttons, bump buttons, or whatever they are, get wrapped around this stuff. Your windshield wipers are going off, blinkers are going crazy. You grab this tilt release and your wheel's doing this as you're trying to turn. Not a good time.
So we lost the steering on a neighbor one time. The header thing you're talking
Really?
about? Yeah, it melted some piece right at the
rag
stock
joint?
column. Yeah, and then the actual joint went forward. Had nothing. Like it was like the wheel could just free spin.
A lot of safety behind the race steering column.
Tech Tip Tuesday.
There you go, guys. It's more than a shiny piece of metal. It's for your safety, especially if you're racing. Especially if you aren't using the key to use ignition and all that stuff.
If you ain't using the key for anything but to free your wheel from locking on you, get rid of that thing and get you a race column.
And then you'll have a quick disconnect.
And if you have a rusty bedside on your truck, you kind of knock some of the rust down, clean up the side of your truck. Don't scratch it though.
Don't know what to do without that.
Multi-purpose tool.
All right, guys. Until next time, thanks for tuning in to Tech Tip Tuesday. If you have ideas, drop them down below. We'll see you next time.